The Podcasting Dead is available on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Make sure to subscribe for more podcasts. And while you're at it, drop us a like. If you want to help support the channel and have access to extra content, secret contests, and more, make sure to search for us on Patreon. Patreon.com/thepodcastingdead.
All right, and happy Monday. You probably thought we wouldn't get around to it, but we are here for some more Walking Dead What Ifs. I'm Justin.
I'm JP.
And we are the Podcasting Dead. We're answering, well, not really answering, but just pondering your Walking Dead What If questions and scenarios. And JP's got that list.
Yeah, man, and we've actually got a few Q&As mixed in. So, should be a fun little cast. Let's see, who have we got? UV. What if Negan and the Saviors found Woodbury in the prison during Season 3? Just pretend the Saviors are the same as they were in Season 7. Would the governor go to Rick and ask to combine forces? Who would die in a lineup from each side? Would there be an all-out war? Who would die during said war?
Honestly, don't feel like the governor's pride would allow him to go to Rick.
Yeah, that's tough, man. I mean, do you think that the governor would bend a knee to Negan before he would team up with Rick?
I think he would totally pretend to bend a knee. I mean, look how he did with Old Horse Voice and his brother.
Right.
And Martinez, he pretended to be, under them in order. So, yeah, I think he would totally bend his knee. I think he would try to play diplomatic for his people and act all governor-y, and I think he would try to slip in there and slit Negan's. I think he would play the ultimate like kiss ass to Negan in a way. I mean, I don't think he would show kiss ass, but I think he would work his way in real close and attempt to kill him.
Yeah. I definitely think he would have pretty much done like Rick, played along at first, but I think, like you said, he would have been a lot more like up Negan's ass than Rick was. He definitely would have tried to get like deep on the inside. So
I feel like real recognizes real. You know what I mean? I think he would recognize another evil, another force that he can't, like with Rick, he thought he could beat him.
Yeah.
I think he would realize with Negan, he couldn't beat him. So what he would do is kind of like sneak his way in there and be buddy and then try to do what Andrea should have done to him.
Right. Well, hopefully they wouldn't have to seduce Negan. But
if they were all in the lineup, so they're talking about like all of Rick and the governor's people.
Yeah. I guess you got like the governor on his knees. You got Merle on his knees.
Merle would have probably definitely gotten that.
Yeah, I think because Merle's kind of like Abraham to Rick, so I think Merle would have got it.
Oh yeah, I think Merle would have ran his mouth, and Merle would have definitely got it. I think the governor would have. I dare say, I think the governor. It would have been a show, but I think the governor would have begged and pleaded for his people's lives.
Mm-hmm.
And then Negan wouldn't have killed him for the same reason he didn't kill Rick. Well, at least in the comics, he did. He wouldn't want him to be a martyr. If he was sitting there going, "Please, just let my people go. Take me if you need to, but don't hurt my people." I think that Negan would have been like, well, I'm not going to kill him because then his people are going to take him as a martyr.
Right.
So, I think Merle and Abraham would have been the two.
Yeah, same here. But that's a good one, UV. And let's just jump to UV's next one. This is going into some Fear the Walking Dead territory. What if Madison and the group somehow convinced Victor Strand to head towards Atlanta, Georgia, when they had the boat instead of Mexico because Madison had a brother named Rick who is a deputy there? Would they make it? If they do, would they find Rick? Would Rick let them, her sister, and company into the prison if Rick and Daryl found them on the road?
Well, I mean, if she was a sister, I imagine she would.
Yeah, that'd be pretty wild.
I don't know that they would have made it there, though. They couldn't even hardly float right off the coast of where they were from without being attacked. I mean, you imagine traversing the open seas around the United States.
Yeah, that would have been a hell of a voyage, but that would be awesome to see, like a little alternate universe, where, they have that connection and they make it all the way to the prison.
I swear Madison better come back.
I think if Victor Strand had been the one to seduce the governor instead of Andrea, everything would have worked out just fine.
I feel like the governor would have still been in governor mode. But like, now, son, while I do support your rights to be who you want to be, I don't swing that way. But like, listen, don't fight it anymore, governor. My voice can make the straightest men a little gay.
This is true.
Or hot damn, you are kind of attractive. And then Ezekiel would have popped out the woods. Follow me to the barn of pleasures, and they would have held hands and all skipped to the barn of pleasures. You know what happens then?
Oh yeah, I know what happens then. Woo! All right, I love you, UV, and I love your new name, Yuv York. Yeah, UV did clarify that changed the name up, so nothing
switched
wrong with
it
that.
up on us.
All right, we've got the next one from the one and only Jim Halpert. What if the governor killed Rick when they met the first time back at that small barn in season 3?
What if Rick would have killed the governor?
No, what if the governor killed Rick?
Oh, then it would have been all over.
Yeah.
I feel like without a doubt, it would have been over. Like, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think if you'd have killed Rick, then they probably would have ended up killing Daryl. What would Herschel have done? Like, hobbled out there and be like, stop! With his Bible and his machine gun. Like, stop! Do not do it. Bam!
Yeah.
I mean, I think the more interesting question is if you reverse that. Well, what if Rick would have killed the governor? Like, if I was Rick, I would have totally like said, this isn't in stone, but if I give a signal or you hear a shot, like be ready. If you hear a gunshot, kill his people.
Yeah.
And then if they would have rolled up and we'd have been outnumbered or something, but I mean, it was pretty evenly matched. So if we would have had the drop and, like Daryl's constantly on guard around Martinez and that one other guy, I feel like they could have walked out of there with the governor and his main henchman dead. What's there to fight?
Yeah, man. It's not like everybody in Woodbury was, like soldier material. I mean, we saw what happened when they just shot at their feet a little bit. So, yeah, I definitely think it would have been over for Woodbury.
And the worst finale ever.
God, yeah.
We got them dead to rights. They are coming into our house to murder us in our sleep, but we're just going to scare them away.
Just shoo them off, yeah. Just shoo them
Go on, get out of here.
Oh, man.
Go on, Governor, get out.
Awful.
He learned his lesson.
Yeah. All right. Moving up the trail. We got some more. Another one from UV. What if Shane left with Carl and Andrea? Carl leaves because Lori is getting under his skin. Where would they go? So Shane left with Carl and Andrea. Carl left because Lori is getting under his skin. Where would they go?
Number one, you're not special, Carl. Lori was getting under everyone's skin. Number two, so we're just talking about like a Walking Dead typical runaway situation?
Yeah, like Shane, Carl, and Andrea just hit the road.
God, Mom, just let me listen to my emo music and leave me alone. I'm so out of here. I mean, number one, I don't think that Andrea and Shane would have let Carl leave like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean that's a big matzo ball to grab
Shane
somebody's kid.
hated Rick. Well, he loved him and hated him at the same time. But at the end of the day, like he hated Rick for having Lori and kind of taking his place in the group. So I mean, but I don't think he was at the point of kidnapping. I mean, I know that Carl goes willingly in this scenario, but I mean, still to everyone else, it looks like kidnapping. And Andrea, no way Andrea would have went for that.
No, I don't think so either.
But if they did, I mean, that would have been interesting. Like Carl comes back later and is like, "Hi, Dad. This is my new daddy now." And then Andrea would step up and be like, "I also call him Daddy."
Oh man. But yeah.
No, I don't know that would have ever even actually happened. I mean, great question, but I just don't feel like that either one of them would have went for that.
Oh boy, here's a spicy one from UV. Which female character would you take to the Barn of Pleasures? He would take Alicia for some fun.
Oh, if we can go Fear the Walking Dead, man, it'd be really, really tough choice between Rosita. Gosh, there's a lot. I mean, Rosita, Maggie, Alicia, and Jess would have to. It was Jess, right? Rick's.
Oh yeah.
Like between those four, man, that would probably be, Alicia, Rosita, Maggie, and I'm going to say probably if I had to drop one of those four, I don't know, man. That'd be tough. Let me see. You know what? I'm gonna Negan this ish. You go ahead and pick yours. Well, I feel like I know yours. It'd be Victor Strand.
I'm gonna put Victor Strand in a dress and sneak him into the barn, and that's just the way. I'm sorry, UV. I know I'm kind of cheating on your question, but yeah, I would.
He'd be like, JP, this is not okay.
I'd be just like, just tuck it in for a second, Victor. You can let it fly when we get in here.
I can't walk like this, JP.
Oh, look, we're almost there. Just take it easy. All right.
Let me do this.
I need to convince UV that you're a woman for this to work. So just, take it easy.
All right. Remember this order. All right.
All right.
Maggie, Rosita, Alicia, Jess.
Okay. Maggie, Rosita, Alicia, Jess.
Remember that. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by his toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. My mother told me to pick the best one, and you are it. Okay, who was the second one?
Shit.
Was it Rosita?
I think so.
Maggie, Rosita, Alicia, and Jess.
I think.
All right, well, it's Rosita for me, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. Ever since I saw that half naked shot with Michonne and Rick, man, Michonne would not be out of the running,
No, Michelle.
She's got that ass, man. That ass is hard to top.
I think it's just because I've seen Michonne as more motherly.
Yeah, I feel
like with Carl, and with I don't know. I look at Michonne more as like my mom.
Right. Yeah, she's like that. Yeah. I feel you.
Connie's another one. She's pretty hot.
Yeah.
But anyways, enough sexualizing these very talented female actresses and one male actor.
Oh, and Dracos, I'm assuming you dropped a link for the Patreon because I just saw the other day he is our newest patron.
Woo!
So yeah, big shout out to you, Dracos, assuming I'm saying your name right. And other people, if you love what you hear and you got a little extra dough, you should follow suit because we have a lot. We had a lot of fun this past Saturday.
Yeah, we recorded the Patreon cast you're going to hear tomorrow. We actually recorded it Saturday, and it's a doozy. Let's just say that there was a little booze involved, and unexpected guests popped in, and
I got a little naked.
Did you get naked?
Well, I didn't get naked. I mean, I revealed my bare chest and my belly to
you. Did, yeah, you did. And,
sadly, there's no video for the patrons, but that's definitely the direction we're moving in, dude. I had so much fun with that.
We just got to figure out how to work Vimeo.
Yeah,
if we can figure out how to work Vimeo. Is it Vimeo? It's whatever it is. If we can figure out how to work that, then we can just record them here on StreamYard, and then we can just post the video to the Patreon cast.
For real.
And my new cast, guess what? I'm going to get back on track.
Have you filmed it yet? Have you done one yet?
Not one yet. I would like for you to be the first one.
Yeah, man.
I definitely don't mind. I'm going to put it on the Podcasting Dead channel. I'm not going to start a new channel, but it'll be like a new playlist. But no, I'm going to have different guests, but I would like for you to be the first guest, and then it'll go from there. But I had 2 leather chairs, and it was kind of bugging me because they didn't match. Well, I found a matching one about an hour. That's how dedicated I am to that show. I am writing an hour and something to go pick up a matching leather chair.
No, dude, I'm stoked. It's such a good idea.
For that cast, I'm kind of tweaking it as far as make sure the conversation is interesting and how I want to go about that. But yeah, leather chairs and whiskey. It's going to be a fun podcast, a video podcast on top of that.
Yeah, man. And when we do that, I will bring some figures and we'll do that, and then we'll do an unboxing for my Instagram.
See, that would be awesome.
So,
and I'm trying to decide how I want to do that. If maybe I want to do like a different subject with each person. Like for you, it'd be comics, and we drink and talk about comics, or. So I'll have it fine-tuned by the time we do it. But I'd like for you to be the first guest, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, man. We'll definitely have to make that happen.
I'm going to start doing it bi-weekly, and then if I'm able to get these – because it's going to require some editing and stuff. So, they'll probably come out every other Wednesday, I'm thinking. That'd be a good Wednesday cast to hold us over.
Yeah, I like it. But, man,
but anyways, I said, but anyways. Back to the – who are you talking to?
Nobody.
What the hell is happening there?
I don't know, but no, we got some more good stuff from UV. Eastman, the guy who taught Morgan how to use the stick. I guess UV's figured out at this point that sometimes we forget characters' names. So thanks for
Did we forget Eastman?
We never, we haven't,
Eastman.
but I think UV's just so used to us being like, hey, remember that guy with the crowbar in season 4 who was a real dick? You remember him? And I'll be like, nah, I don't remember him. So yeah, thanks for knowing us so well, UV. What if he had lived and left with Morgan? Would they meet up with Rick?
Man, I would have loved for Eastman to have stayed. I like the guy that played Eastman. He's played a big variety of roles. I mean, he's been a psychopathic clown murderer on American Horror Story.
Oh, yeah, dude. I loved him in that, the Drew Carey show. I know I'm forgetting some other stuff, but yeah, great actor.
Yeah,
a great actor. So, yeah, UV, we would have loved to have seen that, too. I'm sure he would have ended up meeting up with Rick the same. Things would have went down pretty much the same way. It just would have been Morgan and Eastman.
You know what, though? I would have loved for him to stay in it longer, but I feel like it would have been really annoying because, like, he would have been enabling Morgan's annoying behavior.
Yeah, that's true, too.
Morgan's whole all life is precious, Rick, was annoying, but at least Morgan was pretty much alone on that. Whereas now it's like, you know, having a meth addict and having him telling everybody we should all do meth. And they're like, no, man, can't you? But then it's like him bringing his dealer with him and being like, yo, don't listen to them. Do more meth, except for in this case, he'd be like, don't listen to them, man. Do more peace.
I feel like they would have basically formed a cult. They probably would have got Gabriel, you know, and it just would have been one lame-ass pussified cult. So, maybe it's for the best that Eastman died, as much as I love that character and that actor.
Yeah, I really did like Eastman. I thought he was a good character. I thought the guy that played him is awesome, and I liked his backstory with Morgan. And I would have liked to have seen him in a little bit longer, but maybe have him come back later as like the unshoveled, kind of like he's wide open now.
Yeah, agreed. But good stuff from UV. We got something from David Ortiz. Last podcast at about the 29-minute mark. Anyone else think they shot a tank and that was the noise we heard when he said they fired it? I would have loved that. Basically, get a tank, guys. Are you guys stoked we're getting the first of 6 extra episodes on February 28th? Something while we await the final season. Oh, and the accents were terrible. Yes, they sometimes are, and I think we're both very stoked for that.
What accents were terrible?
I don't know, but I'm sure we did something that was probably stinky.
Well, anyways, I think he's talking about when I accidentally hit the mic. Because right as I was talking about that, I smacked my mic. And I'm pretty sure that was the noise he was talking about. But yeah, no, I'm stoked for the 6 episodes. February 28th, JP's going to be down you're trying to come down for the premiere one, right?
Yeah, man, I'm trying to get off for that. So hopefully it will happen. But anyway, love you, David Ortiz. Chucky Stop Motion 4. I have 2 video ideas. What if Carl was the son of Negan? What if idea is what if Negan killed Carl instead of Glenn? I know we've talked a little bit about Negan killing Carl and how what Rick basically would have probably just jumped on him right then and there and got everyone killed probably.
Yeah, if he would have killed Carl, I mean, there's no way I think Rick would have just sat there and been like, I can't do anything. It's for my friends. I think Rick would have just lost his mind. They all would have fought back and then got mowed down. Yeah,
man. And I think if Carl was the son of Negan, he would just be a lot more of a badass, and maybe not in a good way.
Yeah, he probably would have found somebody who's like, I kill the zombies because it makes my dead mama happy. And probably would have been like, that's some dumb shit.
Yeah, he probably would still be alive for sure.
He'd be like, man, that's some dumb shit. Yeah. You know what? I was going to take you back and make you a savior, but you too dumb to be a savior.
Yep. He's like, well, you know, my dad just basically burned our last doctor alive, so we kind of need you, but you're also really stupid, so I'm just going to scratch that.
Be like, why did he do that? Because he thought the doctor was banging one of his wives.
Yeah.
We're like a radical sect of Mormons, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Michael Scott, man, people from The Office just hitting us up left and right this podcast.
We already heard from Jim Halpert, and now we got Michael Scott. I'm just waiting on Dwight Schrute.
Yeah, no kidding. What if Shane ran away with Randall in season 2 and became Negan's right-hand man? Would Randall make it? How would Rick and how would he explain to everyone who doesn't know Shane was his best friend?
That would be an awkward Alexandrian conversation. Like he's got them all up in the church. He's like, all right, so everybody listen.
Yeah.
I used to have a wife. And I know this like George Bush sounding Rick is terrible, but it's like, I used to have a wife and she started banging my best friend. And then, well, hell, Daryl remembers Shane. He was a dick, won't he, Daryl? Yeah, anything you say, Rick, I love you. And then, it would have been like, so anyways, he left because he wanted to kill a boy. And I didn't want to kill a boy.
Yeah.
And now he's a bad guy. We got to kill him.
Yep. That's about how it would have went.
I'm taking questions now. Yes, you in the back. Go back to the part about banging your wife.
Yeah.
Can you explain that in more detail, please?
Oh, boy.
I think it was from behind. I'm not sure. I was in a coma. Next question.
Yeah. But a good one, Mr. Scott. Moving up to, World War Hulk. Q&A for both JP and Justin. Who are your top 5 favorite Walking Dead characters in order? Mine is Negan, Nicholas. Haha, just kidding. Mine is Negan, Rick, Daryl, Abraham, and Eugene. Thank y'all and love y'all. Well, thank you and love you.
Well, we know Eugene's not on JP's list.
Not on my list. Man, this is gonna take a minute. Victor Strand. Then you got. I'm like him with Negan. I'm like Strand. No, I like Victor Strand. I like Michonne. I like Shane was awesome. Merle, yeah. How can I forget Merle? What do I have?
Like
one
your favorite
more
character?
Yeah, I love Merle.
Of the ones you don't want to have sex with.
Yeah, not really interested in banging Merle or being banged by Merle.
They give you the clap.
Yeah, he probably would.
And you could smoke some blue sky and forget about the clap that's now eating away at your gen. I don't know how the clap works.
I'm not even sure either. What was that? Chlamydia, right? I forget which one it is. But,
is it chlamydia or gonorrhea?
One of them. But and other than that, Cowboy. No, Nick from Fear the Walking Dead.
You was about to say Cowboy Morgan.
I was, because I've enjoyed him so much this season. But no, I'll go with those 5. And don't ask me to repeat them because I can't remember everyone I named.
Mine would be, my list is going to be a lot more boring because I feel like it's more cliche, but Rick is my favorite character, and then Michonne is my next favorite character, and then who else did I really like? Abraham, I feel like, is on that list somewhere. I'm not sure what order, but I loved Abraham. I like what Jesus could have been.
Yeah.
He should have been. He was like my favorite character in the comics, so I feel bad not putting him on the show, but it's due to no fault of the actors. Rick, Michonne, Shane. I really liked Shane.
No, Shane was awesome.
I'm surprised Dale wasn't on your list as much as you love him.
Oh God, I'd love to have him back just to see him ripped apart again.
I'm going to say Rick, Michonne, Negan. Rick, Michonne, Negan.
You said Abraham,
and a 5th.
I mean, when you love Daryl, you really love him. It's one.
Yeah, I put Daryl on the list. I hated Daryl season 7 and 8. Hated him, and in part of 9, I thought it was stupid. But yeah, I'll throw Daryl on that list. Okay. I don't know. I feel like I could put Alpha in there too.
Yeah, Alpha was a good one. We might have to do that at some point, just a top 5 list, like our favorite heroes, our favorite villains, our favorite whatever. Yep. But anyway, good stuff, World War Hulk. We love you, and please don't break the planet. Eternal Wreck 1994. What if you can have a famous sitcom character be on The Walking Dead? Who would you want it to be?
Jerry Seinfeld. What's up with all these zombies?
Yeah. Just because I've been watching it so much, Johnny Lawrence from Cobra Kai. Just called.
Is that a sitcom, though?
Oh yeah, it's not a sitcom. It's definitely humorous, but no, it's not a sitcom.
I'd say Barney from How I Met Your Mother, just to see him running around trying to be Barney, but with zombies trying to eat him. It would have to be funny. Or Jason Segel, because if you watch How I Met Your Mother, Marshall was actually a beast with the hands.
Mm-hmm.
So he might actually, so actually, no, I'm going to say Marshall or Marshmallow. If you're,
Yeah, I will go with Frasier Crane, because I love Frasier, and I can't do an impression.
I'm surprised you don't say Kramer.
I thought about that, but I don't know. I don't know.
Someone told me that you reminded them of a real life Kramer last week.
Yeah, a lot of Seinfeld had a big impact on just on my personality development.
That's
really
exactly what I told him too.
Yeah, I was watching that. I was 8, 9, 10 years old when I started watching the reruns. And the new episodes, and so love Seinfeld.
That's what I told him. I said, dude, he loved Seinfeld, so I'm sure that had and he watched it as a kid, so I'm sure that did have an influence on his personality.
True that. Also from Eternal Wreck, what if Nicholas would have aimed the gun at his head, but instead changed his mind and shot Glenn instead? Back on the season 6 dumpster scene. Ooh.
Oh my God. Then Nicholas would have officially become the most hated character in the Walking Dead history.
Yeah, it might have been a little smarter, because maybe he would have got away then, but I don't know. With his cowardly ass, it probably was the best thing he could have done.
I feel like Glenn should have originally been on my list, and it's not that I'm downing Steven Yeun at all. I mean, I get it, man. You go live your life. I'm just a greedy fan. I totally understand and accept that. But what has really kind of taken Glenn off my list is just Steven Yeun's apparent, just wanting to be rid of The Walking Dead completely. Just no kind of, I don't know, just no desire to do any. I don't know. I just feel, I don't know. I don't want to say turned his back on his fans, because I don't think he did. And again, I know I'm being a selfish fan myself, but I don't know. He kind of is, from what I've read, at least his supposed attitude towards the show after leaving it is kind of just taking him off my list.
Yeah, this is true. Let's see. Thank you, Eternal Wreck. Allie Smith is going to round it out. What if Andrea had taken Carol's advice and killed the governor in his sleep? In this situation, who would take control of Woodbury?
Oh, man. I feel like Martinez, probably. I mean, we saw what happened when he got with another group without that ultimate alpha male over top of him. He himself, being an alpha male, took charge.
I'll go with that. Double down on Martinez.
Yeah, definitely Martinez. I mean, Andrea would have had to have killed him. If she would have done it at night, she'd have been fine. Killed him, got up early in the morning and said something about the governor's still sleeping or something, and then just snuck out and took off.
Yeah, either that or hooked up with Martinez, and no.
Wow.
There you go. And a part 2 of Allie Smith's question as we wrap her on up. If Woodbury and the governor did not exist, would the prison have been able to survive? Why or why not?
I think so. I mean, until somebody ran through it with a tank, it was fine. I mean, minus, the COVID-19 that was spreading around it and the zombie. Yeah, I feel like the guy, I don't know if it would have stood the test of time indefinitely, but I think it would have lasted a lot longer had someone not ran a tank through it.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's hard to say. Any number of things could have happened. I mean, a damn tornado could have turned.
Right, a hurricane.
But all things considered, I'm with you, man. I think that place could have lasted 100 years if nothing unforeseen had to hit it,
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, if no tank or some force of nature tore those fences down, I think the only thing they needed to do was reinforce those fences, which, given enough time and not many threats, I mean, they could have probably found some supplies.
Yeah, I think the only thing that would have compromised them is if the CRM rolled up and decided they didn't like what was going on.
Yeah, sounds that way.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for all the Walking Dead what if questions. Leave more. If we didn't get to yours, please leave it in the comment section below, and we will definitely get to it next time around, I promise, which will be next Monday.
Yeah, I think we rounded it out pretty good, but yeah, leave us some more stuff, and we'll keep doing it, and we'll think of more stuff to do, and The Walking Dead will be back on soon. And so, yeah, good stuff to come.
Yeah. So also don't forget to check out the Patreon. Back on schedule this week with 2 Patreon casts, and tomorrow's is going to be very, very interesting. It's a little all over the place, so I apologize. But I think the people that like us enough to pay for podcasts won't mind the zaniness and the all-overness of tomorrow's Patreon.
It was a lot of fun. I can't wait to do more home-to-home podcasts.
I'm telling you, once we set up your home studio, man, like it's gonna be awesome. You're gonna love it so much.
Oh yeah. So yeah, lots to look forward to.
But yeah, we'll see you soon. I'm Justin.
I'm JP.
And we're the Podcasting Dead.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.